a story about Hidden Vault. In the heart of a bustling kingdom called Meridia, there lived a young man named Armin. He was a humble blacksmith, known for his honesty and kindness. Though his clothes were simple and his home small, Armand never once complained about his life. He believed that a life lived in truth was worth more than gold. One day, an old traveler stumbled into Armand's workshop. His robe was torn, and his hands trembled with age. Armand offered him food and water, and even gave him a place to rest. Before leaving the next morning, the traveler said, "You have a good heart, Armand. Few would show kindness to a stranger with nothing to give in return. I will tell you a secret." He leaned close and whispered, "In the hills beyond the forest lies a cave sealed with stone. Inside it is a vault filled with treasures beyond imagination. But beware, the vault will only open for someone who walks in truth." Armin was puzzled, but the words lingered in his mind. Days later, with nothing to lose, he decided to search for the vault. After 3 days of walking through thorny woods and rocky trails, he found it. A stone door carved with ancient symbols. As he stepped forward, the symbols began to glow, and the stone slowly slid open. Inside the vault were towering piles of gold, chests of jewels, and rare artifacts. But in the center stood a pedestal with a single question carved into it. "Have you ever told a lie for your own gain?" Armin's heart pounded. He thought of his life. There was a time years ago when he sold a damaged sword and told the buyer it was new. He needed money for his mother's medicine. It had haunted him since. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Yes, I have." The chamber trembled. Armin took a step back, afraid it would collapse. But then, a hidden door opened behind the pedestal, revealing a second room. This room had no gold, only a mirror. Armin looked into it and saw himself as he truly was, flawed but honest. A voice echoed in the chamber. "True wealth is not in what you own, but in the truth you carry." Suddenly, the gold in the first chamber turned to dust. But outside the cave, Armin found a small wooden chest. Inside it were seeds glowing faintly with light. He planted them in his village, and over time, they grew into trees bearing fruits that cured disease, wood that never burned, and leaves that healed wounds. Armin never became rich in gold, but his village thrived, and people came from distant lands to learn the secret of Meridia's miracle forest. They asked him how he found such treasure. He smiled and said, "I didn't find treasure. I told the truth, and it found me." Moral of the story: true wealth is not measured by gold or riches, but by honesty, integrity, and the good we bring into the world. The story teaches that when we live truthfully, even when it's difficult life, rewards us in deeper, more meaningful ways than money ever could.